Vickery Meadow is a very unique neighborhood in Dallas. It's referred to affectionately by locals as the United Nations of Dallas. It is about a 3.5 square mile neighborhood, about 40,000 residents at any point in time, 20,000 of which are refugees.
From the outside, Vickery Meadow looks like any other working class neighborhood in a big city. And it's here where Stephanie Giddens patterned her sewing charity after the American dream.
Oh, I like that fabric. How are these fabrics going to work without aligning if we do that? Vickery Trading Company, our official mission is we equip refugee women for long-term success. Our ladies come in, they're all refugees. They come in as employees from day one. We train them to sew at a professional level using industrial machines. It's a skill that most refugee women come with. I call it a show me skill. It's easy to teach without English. And so that's where it started.
So we're gonna mark on here if we had extra small.
Okay. Once you get involved with refugees, you very quickly realize the vast array of social and economic need that they have, and you find other ways to support them.
Trainees will spend nearly 2 years immersed in a safe, supportive environment that begins with a boutique fashion shop. Vickery Trading Company sells women's and children's clothing designed in-house from ethically sourced fabrics and produced entirely by refugees. But just as importantly, they provide resources like English classes.
Welcome everyone to class.
And social workers to help these women rebuild shattered lives.
A refugee is someone who has been forced to leave their home because of war or persecution. That is social, religious persecution, and they cannot return home. If you were to one day lose your job, lose your home, to a bomb that killed 2 of your children and your mother, and a war broke out, and you had nowhere to go because there's fighting everywhere, and they just burned all your food, and you have no money, and you can't call your family because your phone got blown up in the house. How would you feel? What would you do? We're talking about mamas who can't feed their babies. We're talking about pregnant women getting on boats for 300 miles, not knowing if they're gonna make it, and praying to God that their starving child won't die before they get there. We're talking about husbands and wives separated. The most recent situation that most viewers would recognize would be the Afghanistan evacuation. And they are escaping from war, terrorist organizations actively hunting their family.
Escaping war or life-threatening persecution is just the first of many hurdles for the students here. Stephanie can't overstate how hard it is for refugee women to leave their homes permanently and start over in a foreign land. Women like Abiba from Ethiopia.
When I came here for the first time, I didn't speak English very well. It's very hard for me, and the culture is very different from our country.
When a refugee comes to the United States, they have full government support. Insurance, housing, food for 90 days. 90. And then they're supposed to know the language, have a job, and be self-sufficient. Now imagine if us as educated Americans who can speak English, the international language, were to do that anywhere else in the world. There's no way we could do that. If every American would be a friend to a refugee, they wouldn't be a burden. It would be incredible. We would have a lot of really strong, smart, integrated, entrepreneurial refugees in our country.
It is very good in here. I learn different kinds of teaching here. I love it.
Our goal is to launch women. They are so happy to have a chance here. This is the United States for a refugee is the golden ticket. It's their second chance. They are trying to build a new future.
Graduates of the program at Vickery Trading Company have taken jobs at other designers in Dallas, or in Abiba's case, are about to hang their own shingle. She's been learning and working here since 2021, and now there's one last step to take, onto the stage at graduation.
Welcome to the celebration of our graduates.
When I opened my small business, I help with my family to get money, and we provide for my kids.
What you see today is sheer determination to do something more and unrelenting hard work. We're a family, and all of our graduates come back because they know what a big deal it is to celebrate. And so we do cap and gown and pomp and circumstance, and they get huge bouquets of flowers and certificates, and
their whole family comes.
Their family, their friends, their kids, because so many people want to celebrate with them, and they know this is the first and maybe only time they're going to graduate from something. They work really hard every day, and to celebrate that is really cool. So it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Vickery Trading Company graduating class of 2023.
It's been 4 years since Abiba fled her home with 3 young children in tow. They found refuge in a neighborhood named Vickery, in a state called Texas. Here, the kindness of strangers comes in the form of sewing machines and sympathy, and in Stephanie Giddens' joy for the success of her fellow women. You've taken these women who have come here with nothing, and you have advanced them and put them into the American workforce.
You've changed their lives.
Yeah, you've given them jobs in their life.
What does that feel like?
You're gonna make me cry. It's kind of surreal, and to be a little part of it, because there are so many people involved. When we say it takes a village, it takes a really large village to launch these women, and to see them happy and thriving is just one of the sweetest things in the world.